y'all doing out there? This is Chris Swann, and this is the Music for Life podcast. That's right. Have to come in pretty hard on the show, but yeah. So welcome to the Music for Life podcast. My name is Chris Swann. This is how we do it in Southern Cal. But you know what? Today is a special day because I have this quote. We'll talk about this man in a few minutes, but I have this quote. It's a really short quote. It goes like this: the big picture. A friend of mine that was that helped me do my exodus out of DC to California. His name was Sonny Miller. He was Sonny Miller. He passed away. He was a big time cinema photographer, and he's one of the very pioneers to do snowboarding, putting bungee cords on boards.
Oh,
And doing underwater photography. He had massive underwater housings and stuff. But he always said it's about the big picture. And like during this time right now, like in August, we start planning, and we always had this big plan, go on tour, raise money, talk about Mother Earth, clean water, clean food. You name it. That's what we were doing. Planning it all out. And he was always said to me, just stick with the big picture, man. Stick with the big picture, and we'll end up doing the job. We'll videotape it, make a movie out of it. And Sonny Miller, he's the guy that did Blue Crush. You hear his voice in there. You might seen him back in the day. He was a host for MTV for Extreme Sports and stuff like that. But other than that, it's all about the big picture. Okay, just the big picture. Let's get together and do something nice and make sure that big picture is finished, polished, and looks good, something like that, right? But today I have a special guest. I have the man. I have Chop Darrington in the house. And this guy, I've been knowing this guy for a long time, but it's all about social media. I've seen him on Facebook, and he's always busy. He was always doing something, playing music. I know mostly was playing music. He was rocking out, because I was like, man, where all the rockers at? Then I'm like, where all the black rockers at? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, wow, this brother's really rocking out. He's going to Arizona and all that stuff. So Chop, so tell me some young stuff about a couple years ago. Tell me some of your stuff back in the day.
if you want to go way back in the day, I went to El Camino High School.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And when I left El Camino, I was in a band called the Giant Burritos, and we were really big right out of high school.
Wow.
We toured with the Ramones. We played a lot of big shows. And from there, it just kept escalating, all the bands I was getting into. I think my most famous band is PBR, Professor's Black Rooster.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Matt was in. And Korn used to open up for us.
Wow.
Rage Against the Machine opened up for us.
That's classic.
Stone Temple Pilot. Again, this was like way back in the day. We were like on top of stuff.
Yeah, but those bands that you're naming, they were top of the line. They're still top of the line.
No, they're really big bands.
Yeah.
They're great bands.
Wow.
I just didn't pursue music because then we started a corporation. I think at the same time I started my first construction company,
Right.
which Matt was a part of when he was young.
Yeah.
It's like we were making so much money and I didn't have time for music.
Right.
And that's pretty much how I got out of music personally.
Right. Yeah.
Because of running businesses and doing what I have to do.
Wow. Yeah.
But I still try to find time as much as I can to jam.
Yeah. I see. You always doing your thing on Facebook and you're jamming. The fellas are together. You always got something going on. And I was like, man, this brother's really doing some work, and I'm so glad to have you here today.
It's a pleasure, man.
Yeah,
it's finally good to meet you. I know you from Facebook too, or
right.
Instagram, but I've never met you in person.
Right.
I actually went to school with your wife
Yeah.
and her brothers, so I know your whole family except for you. So it's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you, because my wife always thought, yeah, I know Chop. And I met your brother last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, man, it's a small family. I said, I got to really meet this brother.
Yeah.
And then on top of meeting, I noticed that, you were doing music, and we're going to do one thing at a time. But I remember this mothership thing was coming up, and I know you was doing I don't know if it was kind of like distribution, or you was looking for product and all that stuff. And I was reaching out for you like, man, I got product, I got music.
I would have loved that. The Mothership is a nonprofit organization we have, but we allow any artist that wants to sell their material on our market.
Right.
We just support any art. So that's how I am connected with a bunch of artists and stuff like that, because I let them, photographers, artists, anybody that want to sell on our website,
Yeah.
we allow it because they give us like $1. They donated $1 to the cause.
Right.
So I'm gladly, anybody that wants to promote on us, we'll gladly promote them and put it out there for that $1 donation to change the world.
Okay. Y'all hear that, fam? Y'all hear that? Okay. Yeah, because I'm a big volunteer as well.
Yes.
I've been volunteering ever since I was a little kid. My mother started this nonprofit organization called Save the Youth Organization.
Yes.
And we would go in the neighborhood, find the elderlies and knock on the door, cut their grass, paint the house, sweep up the house, clean up the house. I mean, I was doing that for a long time. Then I got into acting and playing music. Then I started doing nonprofit, events, Surf Rider. Now,
Yeah.
it's like Surf Rider Foundation.
Yes.
These major companies that get behind you and really help, because they want, we want to change the environment to help out, clean water. It's all about me. I just like to have clean water.
Yeah. Well, we have a product called MASS, a modular aquaponic system, and we want people to have clean food and energy. So I live overseas. I'm not going to try to confuse all this. I live overseas. After living overseas the last 15, 20 years, I saw a lot of starving people.
Yeah.
And then when I came back for COVID, me and my partner, Matt, sat down and we came up with, how could I build something that could actually feed people, and it's educational, because a lot of my friends are teachers and professors. But it was a matter about, can we drop these off in impoverished schools? Like I live in Cambodia, Bali, Thailand, Malaysia. I live in some where America, people think we have poor people. We don't have poor people.
Yeah.
When you actually go live somewhere where there are really, really poor people, that's poor.
Right.
And all we want to do is be able to feed those people. So we've invented a thing called MASS, modular aquaponic system. It's basically growing a farm inside of a 40 or 20-foot shipping container.
Okay.
But ours is way more simply, anybody can put it together, costs half the price of all our competition.
Right.
And I'm here to build the prototype by February, we're hoping. That's what we're pushing for, is February.
Okay.
But it would be nice to, I've always made money.
Right.
Making money is not a big deal. It's like it would be nice to do something at this part of my life that could actually make a difference or change. I don't know. I don't want to be all sappy, but that's really how I feel.
That's important, man. There's, like you said, you go outside of the country and it's sad.
It's sad.
It's sad, and you have to, and when you come back, you're on fire. You let's do this, but sometimes the bureaucracy is always something in the way of
a lot of that.
The water has to come here, and the water, you have to make sure the water goes through this person. All that stuff, but keep that in mind, because I'm down for you.
Yes,
I'm down for
you.
I'm down for
you.
Make this thing rock. But I know that also I don't know how. I know you was in Paris. I'm not saying
I personally never been to Paris.
I know, but tell the people, tell the audience what I'm talking about. This painting of you, man. I got to say, this painting.
There's a really famous artist named Eddie Cola. The guy is actually doing all the boxes. So how you see my painting, he does a lot of painting of people's condition. And that's what's actually going to be on the side of our boxes. The mothership boxes are extreme work from this guy. I met him while I was living in Cambodia. I lived in an art district, so it was all the expats, musicians, artists. And he just took a picture of me. And then the next thing I knew, he was like, "Hey, bro, I put you on the side of a building in Paris." And I was like, "Wow, that's great, man." And we were all excited about it. But yeah, it's just kind of like who you know and the people you hang out with.
Yeah.
And, especially us artists, what I mean? Singers, musicians, painters, photographers, we all kind of gravitate toward each other,
Yeah, definitely.
So that's pretty much how it happened. It's really that simple.
Wow, yeah, because everybody's in line looking at that painting. I'm like, I love it. I have to put one in my house, one, because I know that oh man, I was in Oceanside, and I was at on Oceanside Boulevard, and oh man. and Coast
Arce.
Highway.
Okay.
And I was talking to this guy, and I was, and at the time I was at the studio right around the corner, and we started talking. He said, "Yeah, I'd done some art. You heard of a group called Rage Against the Machine?" I'm like, "Come on, man, yeah." And he did the painting of what's it called? What's that painting? It's a person that's walking
Yes.
the city of Los Angeles. I
Yes.
forgot what he called it, but he made me. I got it in my house, and he
Oh,
signed it,
wow.
and he did that artwork. And but there's a lot of artists around here, man.
Yeah, I know.
That are famous, and you just never know. And everybody has a good heart, good spirit. Everybody wants to do good things,
Well, and art is just fun. Like me and
Yeah.
Matt, with all the companies, we're doing music because it's just fun. It's like what I grew up on.
Right.
It actually changes my perspective when I'm down. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know that you can be sad, you grab your bass, you start playing, and you're not
Exactly.
sad no more.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of changes everything.
Yeah.
The artist community is probably the greatest community of people
Right.
ever, because you meet amazing people from all walks of life,
Man, you need to be a part of some other organizations that need your support and help just to guide us and keep us connected. Because we're so disconnected, kind of in a way. Like, what's going on, man? Like, why you can't connect with me? And you put the music down, you start playing, everybody connects.
We're trying to do that now.
Yeah.
Again, we have our own production company too.
Okay.
Punks for Nonprofits. It's the same thing.
Okay.
P4P is ours. It's like you see it all over the internet.
Yeah.
P4P. It's our production company. We have a couple influencers that are willing to speak for the Mass Box, and we want to do some shows. Again, I already asked, if you want to be on a show, we would love that.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get everything lined up, because I believe that raising money for charity and music and arts all go hand in hand.
Yes, it does.
And it can change lives. I mean, I don't know. Music saved my life. It changed my life. It saved my life.
It saved my life. It brought me out here to California.
There you go.
Most of my, my contacts with friends, is all about music, like that. That's for me. I mean, I can't, if I try to do some engineering work and try to connect with engineers, it's just like a dead end.
Yeah.
But when I start playing music, this engineer, oh yeah, I play music. Oh, I'm like, oh, okay. So we're friends. We're actually friends.
Now
but
you have a common bond.
Yeah, you have a common bond. Yeah. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
So I used to carry my guitar around, I always take it to work and I play at lunch.
Yeah.
Because at work it's a hustle.
Yeah.
It's a hustle. You're hustling, trying to get a raise, hustling, trying to get to your boss. You're hustling, trying to do this, trying to get your work done. Then I get on that guitar, I'm like, it all goes away, go back in, see you later.
That's what I love about music.
Yeah.
It'll help everything else go away,
right.
except for what you're thinking about, what you're writing, what you're working on.
Man, yeah.
It's an amazing thing for anybody. And I would encourage any kids or anybody that plays music, stick with it. Just keep playing. It's not about being famous. It's about the love of the music. I mean, you don't have to be famous to love music. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a famous artist to do art.
Right.
It's a love thing, right?
It's a love thing.
That's what it should be doing, right?
Yeah.
That's all it's about to me.
I got this song called Making Love.
Good. I think I heard that.
Okay, I got a story. So I went to the university, right? I didn't know anybody at the university, right? Big school. I get down there, I start meeting my buddies and everybody from high school. I'm like, man, everybody's down here. So I said, I got to get connected. I want to get connected, but I want to get connected musically. So I get up there on stage. I said, this is called Making Love. So I get up there, you rub her down like this. This is how you thump. I was going through this whole thing about this sexual orientation, making love and all. They wanted to give me a scholarship.
Really?
So the next day, that Monday, I signed up for all music. So I'm a music major.
Nice.
Now, I'm not doing engineering. I went there for engineering. I changed all my courses to music.
Straight music.
Music, man. I'm down there. I'm playing with Kevin Eubanks. This is the school from what's the saxophone player that plays with Rob Stewart? What's his name? Clarence Clements. He went to this. He went to that school. So I was his son. I was playing, working with his son playing. But I was playing piano. I was playing in the jazz band. I was so busy. Midterm comes. I get this knock on my door. My parents. They were like, you changed your major. You're doing very well. You're cum laude quam. I got the A's going. I'm doing good. No, you came down here for engineering. You know, they set up a meeting with the dean, Chancellor Heights, all the professors of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. We sat at the boardroom. I'm at the end of the table. My mother was like, "You know, his God-given gift is music. We know that,
Yeah.
but he needs a skill."
Yeah.
That was it. I was on academic probation that year, book. I couldn't recover.
Oh.
And so the next year, man, I just buckled in.
Okay.
I just buckled in. I made my first bass. I was so focused. I made my first bass guitar. It's kind of like it's patent.
Uh-huh.
So I got this whole little patent new style bass guitar made that, and I got my act together.
Good.
But once I graduated, I left. And I went on the road and toured and played all over the place.
That's nice.
Yeah. You know, so yeah, man. But you know, man, much congratulations and
Thank
you know,
you.
all the what you've
And
done.
it's an honor to be here. I am so privileged, and I'm like,
I'm glad that you came. We met.
Smiling.
We met. Yeah. But
Yeah.
you know, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna do something special. We're gonna jam out a little bit. So we're gonna take a quick, y'all gonna watch, but we're gonna invite Matt. Come on, Matt. Come on over here. And we're gonna change the studio up a little bit. All right. It's gonna take a couple of seconds there. All right. Right there.
I just need my headphones. I think I'm singing off of his mic.
Hold on, y'all
We're
horses.
going
We're
to
coming.
have This
Yeah,
this headphone is. I think we agreed that this one's coming in. So
Yeah,
this
that's
is Matt's.
Okay.
You can have mine. You can take mine.
I don't need headphones.
Okay. All right.
I'm good without headphones.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
I already know how bad I sing.
So we're just gonna jam it out a little bit. This is the Music for Life podcast, and you got to be able to jam a little something for the people.
And we're just gonna make this up. And I'm sorry I don't have a bunch of words to say.
Yeah. It'll be short. It'll be good.
All right. Somebody tell me where to go. I don't know today. I'm lost. I don't know where to go today. Somebody tell me I'm lost. I wanna go home, far from this place. Need to get back to you.
Yeah.
I wanna go home, far from this place. I need to get back to you.
Get back. I wanna get back.
I wanna get back to you.
I wanna get back.
I wanna get back. I wanna get back to you.
I wanna get back.
I wanna get back. I wanna get back to you. I wish I could find my way back home. Don't know where
There you go, Matt.
I'm gonna roam now. I wanna get back. I wanna get back. I wanna get back to you. I wanna get back. I wanna get back. I wanna get back to you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I need to get back to you? Ain't that matter words?
Is that good? Yo, welcome to the Music for Life podcast. And this is how we do it. My name's Chris Swann. We got Chop and Matt in the house. So we're just doing awesome things. And let's stick around. And remember, August the 27th is my release for my EP.
Oh,
And it's called Fish Out of Water.
nice.
Fish Out of Water.
Where do they go to see that, Chris?
Oh, were they going to see that? Oh, man. So we're going to be downtown Oceanside at the Jazzy Wishbone.
Where is that? I don't know.
Right? It's right there. It's like down the street from Winston's. Wisconsin.
Okay,
Because
because I've only been back in the States for like 6 months.
yeah, just
6 or 7
I'll
months.
give you the address.
Yeah, give me the address because
Yeah.
I haven't been here in a long time.
Okay.
We're gonna be there, right?
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
supporting you all the way,
Okay,
bro.
okay, yeah. So we're gonna be there. We're gonna be rocking out, having a good old time. We're gonna do that push, do that environmental,
Yeah.
just take care of people, do the best we can. All we can do is the best we
Thank you.
can. Yeah. So welcome for the Music for Life podcast. My name's Chris Swann. We coming at you. See you later.
See you later. Thank you. Thanks, Chris.